Hi, I'm Raborn Johnson for Sample Library Review, and today I'm checking out Ethera Gold Atlantis 3 by Zero G. From mystic chants to medieval melodies, Celtic vocals, and much more, Ethera Gold Atlantis 3 might be the most expansive cinematic vocal library available today. Stefano Maccarelli has managed to bring us 6 different professional cinematic vocalists with 16 different types of true legato. Once again, Stefano has outdone himself with this release, producing an astounding vocal library that sounds fantastic right out of the box. Ethera Gold Atlantis 3 is compatible with the full version of Kontakt 6.7.1 or above. It includes 35 Kontakt instruments from over 30 gigabytes of samples, compressed to 20 gigabytes. There are 16 different types of true legato and over 3,000 vocal phrases, in addition to vocal pad instruments, phrase builders, and more. Ethera Gold Atlantis 3 is available from Zero G for $139.95. Today we're checking out yet another fantastic instrument from Zero G and Stefano Maccarelli. This time it's Ethera Gold Atlantis 3. This has to be the most expansive vocal library I have ever seen, and Stefano has produced a lot of them, so that's really saying something. You can see here in the left-hand navigation, there are 35 different Kontakt instruments, and each of these are full-fledged instruments. There's 16 different types of true legato. You can see there's everything from heroic legato and fantasy. You've got a hybrid instrument, ethnic phrases, chants. I mean, you name it, this thing is packed. So we're barely going to scratch the surface yet again today because there's just so much content, but I definitely want to give you a good little overview of this library and let you hear some of what's contained therein. We probably won't get too deeply into the interface. There's plenty of previous reviews that we've done on the Ethera series that go through the interface, but we will point out a few things here and there that might be a little bit different or that you might want to be familiar with. So starting out, we're just going to begin at the very beginning with the Atlantis Romantic True Legato. I mean, that is just incredible. I literally have a person's voice perfectly sampled on my keyboard. That, I don't know about you, but to me, that's just mind-blowing. It sounds so freaking good. All right, let's go to Atlantis True Legato. That was the romantic legato. This is the true legato. And I got to say, I don't know who put the interface together, but boy, if this doesn't get you in a cinematic mood by seeing all of these different pictures of these singers kind of decked out in this kind of heroic regalia, I love the aesthetic. I think it's super cool. Okay, so this one you can see that there's multiple syllables, so I can either click here to pick those syllables, or I can just use the key switches in red here. So let's do that. Let's start with the first one. One of the really cool things too that you'll notice here in the bottom left is when I play, you see it says legato layer 1. There's 2 layers going on a lot of these. So layer 1 is triggered with, a softer velocity. But if I play the key harder, you'll actually get a different sample. And in some cases, that'll be ornamental or it'll sound just a little different. So let's do that. Yeah, so you can hear it's just a little different. All right, let's go to the next one. This one is a sustained instrument. So let me see the yellow keys. Oh, that's one of the things I love about these libraries too, is the yellow keys often are sustained instruments, so they're not vocals. That way in the left hand, you can be playing this really cool sustained instrument, while in the right hand, you're using that to play the vocal pad or the vocal phrase or whatever it might be. So let's actually play around with this a little bit. I mean, that's just so cool. I love that. And one of the cool things about Ethera too, in this one, usually the vocals are from Clara Sarace, but in this one, it's actually 6 different vocalists, and it actually tells you who that is here. So on this one, we have the phrase builder. So I'm going to go over to the builder. This is a really cool instrument. So essentially, you can see here, you can build your own phrases. There's a selectable right here. You can select from a menu, and it actually drops down below what you can see on your screen. There's 2 more that show up here, but you can arrange those in whatever order you want to. And then as you play, you can use the green key to proceed to the next phrase. You can use the purple key to go backwards a phrase, or you can use the red key to reset the entire, to reset to the beginning. So it just allows you to really create some interesting, unique vocal phrases in whatever order you want to. So let's go ahead and try this out with what's already here. I mean, that is so cool. All right, let's do the Atlantis vocal phrases. And once again, you can see that the yellow keys, those are those sustained sounds, with the red keys being the phrases. So, and I don't remember what the purple keys are. I'll have to try that out. Let's see what we've got here. Oh, and I should mention, you've got a gajillion phrases that you can pick from. There's something along the order of, gosh, 3,000 vocal phrases that are in this library. So yeah, each one of these, when you select it, it's going to give you a different phrase on every single key. So just really mind blowing. All right, let's just play around here. I'm going to go down an octave. I mean, come on. That's just so freaking cool. And obviously, we're not going to touch all of these different phrases. Well, let's just do one other one to give you a taste. But each time, you're getting completely different phrases, and I think a different sustained instrument too. Let's see. Yep. So cool. I love it. So good. All right, let's go over to the next one, which is Atlantis reverse vocal phrases. So I think this is the same phrases, just in reverse, which extends their usefulness even more, right? Because when you play them in reverse, you've got an entirely new phrase. So let's try that out. Even the sustained instruments in reverse. Cool. That is freaking fantastic. Oh my goodness. That's my favorite one yet. I love that. Wow, the ambience. So cool. All right, the Atlantis syllables. So let's see here what we've got. So each of those red keys appear to be a different syllable. So to give you an example. So cool. And now we've got the Elven True Legato. So let's give this one a whirl here. So good. And this one you can see is a different singer, and I am not even going to pronounce these names because I do not want to rip apart people's names. But you can read here. This is another singer, which is just really cool. You're getting 6 different singers here. Elven vocal phrases by the same vocalist. And we can see here, again, a bunch of phrases. 2 sets of phrases are falling out of your window now. So again, just a whole lot going on. And it looks like this one also has a few sustained instruments at the bottom, so let's give that a try. I mean, I feel like I'm instantly scoring Lord of the Rings. This is just so cool. Let's see what these yellow keys are. I'm not exactly sure what those do. Oh, wow. It's like a vocal inspired pad or something. Oh, and it's tuned. Okay. So let's see. One thing I should point out about these vocal phrases as well is that you have a legato feature so that you can actually overlap phrases. So just to show you kind of how that works, which is really, really cool. So, you have to play with that to get it right, but it gives you an idea of how it's really cool that you could either do, multiple phrases together or only make one trigger at a time. So here's like multiple phrases at the same time. And again, you've got just a ton of phrases. We're barely scratching the surface. And again, 35 contact instruments. We're just now on number 10. And we're not even diving through all of them. So here's Elven Sustains. And again, if you didn't notice, I was pushing some different red keys to like change the phrases up. So again, each of these are different, or not the phrase, actually the phrase are different syllables or different combinations. All right, let's do the Valhalla true legato. And again, we can see that we have multiple vowel sounds here. Wow. So cool. More aggressive and kind of, I guess, like a, that Viking sound. Ooh, polyphonic chants. Now this sounds fun. Not that the rest didn't. And you can see the latency is actually listed directly on the interface, which is really, really great. I mean, obviously you have a latency control where you can offset the sample to get rid of the latency, but obviously that would make the vocal sound more synthy and not as realistic or organic. So I don't recommend that. I really love the fact that they list the latency directly on the interface. You can simply set your offset directly in your DAW, and then boom, you're ready to go. So really, really cool move. So many libraries that have some sort of latency or sample offset, they tell you in the manual, and you're having to dig through a manual to find that. And I don't know about you, but I'm not much of a manual reader. I do look at the manual sometimes when I first get an instrument, but yeah, I don't usually go back after that unless I absolutely have to. So having it in the interface, big smart move on Zero G's part. All right. So here we also have Clara Sriracha, and this one is Polyphonic Chants in the Vocal Builder. So let's go over to the builder here. Really, really cool. And I like how you can just clear all of this out so that you can reset it yourself, and just go through here and select your own phrase. Really, really cool. All right, moving right along. We've got the polyphonic chants in, looks like, well, let's just try it out. Let's see. We're going to kind of move fast through these because there's still a whole lot to get through. So you've got a polyphonic chant builder as well. Again, you've got the builder here that you can build with. We'll just quickly demonstrate. And he'll just keep playing that over and over and over again as long as I hold it, which is really cool. Whispers. Oh, I like these. So each key does a different one. Really, really nice. Those add a ton of ambience. Okay, so now we have another singer. This is a third singer, Elena, and I'm not going to pronounce her last name. This one is a sustained instrument. Let's give it a whirl. Really nice. And again, you've got more phrases that you can go through. Let's try maybe one more. And now we have vocal phrases by the same person. Let's give that a try. So nice. And again, tons of phrases, 2 below the window that you can't actually see. So cool. Dark vocal phrases. We'll quickly just do a couple of these. Really nice. And again, lots to choose from. And we have an ethereal pad. And that's just one of them. You actually have 25 different pads here. I mean, this is just dripping with cinematic ambience, you know? It's just gorgeous. Again, you've got 25 different pads. Wow. So good. And now we have the dark reverse phrases. And those are just the reverses of the dark phrases we saw earlier, which is really cool. All right, moving along. So much stuff. All right, heroic true legato. So good. Fantasy true legato? And I'm not sure how you say this, Firenze, or not exactly sure. Here's yet a fifth singer, Rosario and Gotti. Let's try that out. And Dark Siren true legato? Roma true legato. Venezia true legato with, I think, a sixth singer here. Syllables true legato. Valkyrie vocal phrases? So cool. Wow. That might be that's one of my favorite ones anyway. As far as the phrase instruments, I love this. Oh my, I want a whole instrument of just that. That's so cool. Aurora vocal phrases. Again, a whole lot to choose from here. I'm going to go ahead and move on because what is kind of mind-blowing is with all of these different instruments, you get all of these legatos, but then you really get within this hybrid vocals instrument. This, in my opinion, is its own freaking library. Look at the snapshots. You have 7 different categories of snapshots, each with a lot going on. And these are fantastic. Where you land, listen to this, evolving big texture. This, wow. Just check it out. I mean, come on. Wow. 3 layers. And this goes back to the Ethera Gold synth. I can't remember the exact name right off the top of my head, but it's the synth that Stefano Maccarelli created that we reviewed on the channel that is just so deep. And he continues to add presets. That was released maybe 2 years ago. He still regularly comes out with presets for that are free for owners of the library. And they're high quality. I actually used some of those in an album recently, a trailer album, and they're just, wow, so good. Actually, let's just go through a few of these. Play me in G minor. Let's check this out. We'll play it in G minor, like he says. The quality is just ridiculous. Oh, play me in D minor. Let's listen to the instructions here. Oh, so good. Okay, let's move along to the pedals and sequences. Now, this is so cool. This is so off the wall, and I love it. Arrival, the movie that Johan Johansson scored just maybe a couple of years before he passed away. Arrival is still in my, gosh, it might be in my top 3 movies all time. It's one of my absolute favorite movies. The score is fantastic. And it's as if Stefano actually just took the vocals from Arrival and put them in here because they're so good. Check this out. This is Arrival pedals. So these are rhythmic. Well, if you've seen Arrival, you're going to recognize them instantly. I mean, These are so cool. I mean, obviously they're not from Arrival, but they sound so much like that score. And I've always loved those rhythmic pedals. Check this out.
No. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. No, no, no. No, no, no. No, no, no. No, 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 no.
Those are arpeggiated. So, okay, let's do one more. There's so much here.
Da, 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 da,
That's so cool. Oh, I'm doing something with that. I have no idea where I'm going to put that in the track, but it's happening. That's just too cool to pass up. Vocal texture. Oh, man, I love this. Like I say, this is its own library, and this comes with all of the other stuff. Wow, wow, wow. Check out this piano vocal. Ugh, wow. Keys and vocal. Let's try one more of those. All right, let's do one more thing. There's so much to get through here. Let's just try the sequences. And again, this uses the same engine that the synth instrument uses. So you have 3 different layers and just a ton of options. I think you can even, you can customize these to your heart's content. It's just crazy how much stuff's in here. All right, let's move along. How about ethnic colors vocal phrases? Once again, lots of phrases to choose from. There's even 1 or 2 that drop out of your screen there. Syllables. And you can can see, this has the builder again. So we can just forward through these. So cool. All right, we're rounding third base here. Elven Poly Chants. And again, the builder is available, so you can just forward through these. I just love how they're sequenced so that I can play additional keys, and instead of starting the phrase over, as long as I'm holding down one key, it continues the phrase with the new notes, which is just so cool. All right. The last instrument, I do believe, is Elven Poly Chants. So let's check this out. That, my friends, is Ethera Gold Atlantis 3. We barely scratched the surface, but we made it through 35 different contact instruments in a single review. I really hope this gives you a really good taste of what this library is about. Every time Stefano Maccarelli comes out with a library, I'm on board. I'm on board before I even hear it, because he has never, ever disappointed. Every Ethera G library that I've gotten, Ethera Gold, has just been stellar. I released a recent trailer album in which I used a number of things from the Ethera series, and it just turned out fantastic. I mean, the vocals here are just, it's as if you've got 6 professional cinematic vocalists in your studio, ready to go, at your fingertips, just freaking fantastic. Bravo. In my opinion, as far as vocal instruments, this has got to be the deepest vocal instrument out there. From all of the different vocal, legatos that you have, 16 different types of legatos, the sustains, the vocal phrases, the chants, and, you get all of that along with the hybrid vocal instrument, which again, just to take you back over to the hybrid vocal instrument, I mean, that is an instrument unto itself. You have 7 different categories, each with a number of snapshot presets, some of them having 30 plus snapshot presets. I mean, this is a deep library. I think it's fantastic. I really hope you enjoy it. Keep in mind that if you either own Atlantis 2, Ethera Gold Atlantis 2, or any of the Ethera series, you can actually use a promo code on the ZRG website that they present there that will either give owners of Atlantis 2 $50. It'll give them the upgrade to Atlantis 3 for only $50, or it'll give 20% off to any owner of any of the Ethera series. So just really, and it already is at a great price in my opinion. So excellent library. Go check it out. Thank you so much for joining me for the review today. Thanks for checking out Ethera Gold Atlantis 3 with me today. So what do you think? Do you own any of the previous Ethera libraries? How do you think this one compares? Comment below and share your thoughts. Please like the video and share it with your friends, and subscribe to our channel. Also, make sure to check out SampleLibraryReview.com for more news and reviews, and stay in the know about weekly sales via the Weekly Deal Compressor.